quests are the real grind. Yes, but I just made it to Fontaine, and it's kind of cute so far. I think. Well, I mean, besides the potential murder, which is why we're Ace Attorney Aery today, chat. We are the attorneys for Lenny for some reason. Hi, Fuzzy Wuzz. Ooh, give me that butt. Ooh, give me that butt. Come here. You're so cute. Lenny has the meme. Look at my lawyer, guys. I'm going to prison. Okay.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Sheesh, stalker.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
What do you mean the murderer is me? Wrong? Lies and slanders? Blasphemy?
You've arrived. Who's this?
An associate?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and we'll be helping investigate this whole situation.
She seems pretty cool. Yeah. We're vibing.
And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
Oh man, that's kind of still upsetting. Poor Lenny.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
All right.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick.
Yeah, the underground. The understage time.
But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
No. Not on the surface level?
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Any culprits? I don't think we've met the actual culprit yet. I'm gonna be real. Oh, no. No, I suspected it had something to do with the actual assistant that supposedly was murdered. I don't think the assistant was actually murdered.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Emergency rations!
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
Oh, the back of the door isn't the same. I did not get a good look at this box beforehand. So, sure, I'll take your word for it.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
I didn't even notice it to begin with.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row.
Man, I must be really blind.
The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board.
Oh, boo! I agree, this one's much more boring. Boo!
So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
There's another box inside this box. There's a box inside the box!
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Oh, we're going on a trip!
So there was a passageway under the magic box!
Yep, and it linked the 2 boxes. I figured that was the case. That's a big trick in the industry overall. Is how to use space to your advantage, especially if you have a nice big stage and a nice big auditorium. You have a lot more leeway to do a lot more tricks.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel.
Mm.
See this flatbed trolley?
Oh, wow.
The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
A box inside a box. Let's go.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with
Oh.
which it would
Well
complete the
done.
rest of the steps.
やるじゃないか。
Interesting. Energy?
The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Oh. I mean, if you can't tell that you're being lowered somewhere, and then, like, lifted elsewhere, you're kind of in trouble, you know what I mean? It feels, I assume it feels like some level of elevator? Oh, wait, what about your side of the trip?
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Microphone?
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect.
Oh, sure, okay.
My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand.
Hi, Seiji.
When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that
Yeah?
ladder.
Hi. Hi, Kiki. Hi, Poopy. Ooh, pet the Kiki head. Ooh, hello. What are you doing on my desk? Hi. Where are we going? Where are we going? I don't like you behind my desk. Sage. Sage, my camera's back there. Sage. Mrs. Fuzzy Pants, hey! Out from behind there. Oi! Mrs. Fuzzy Pants, I'm gonna poke your butt. Move it. Seiji, don't just wham me. Hey, I was just bragging about you the other day to people about how you listen. What the heck is this rebellious hark? During stream, come here. Sage. I know you didn't just. My camera! Sage! I knew it! You big stinky fuzzy butt! Oh, after you knocked down the camera, you moved. Yeah, that's how we doing it. Uh-huh. What a punk! What an absolute punk! Ah, she's sabotaging me! Ugh, come here, camera. I am so sorry, little buddy. Somebody thought her job was to throw you off the monitor. I guess that is kind of her job, though. No, well, now we gotta BRB because I gotta recalibrate. Brat. Cats. Say yes, little goobs. You're gonna come back over here and do it again. I just feel it in my bones. I just know it. Such a punk. There we go, that should do it. Are we good? I think we're still good. We look okay. We look okay. Do we look okay? Do I look funny? I hope I don't look funny. Oh, hello, Valen. We are resetting up our camera because somebody yoinked it off my monitor because she thinks she's funny. To be fair, she is very funny. She keeps me amused. But grounded, Mrs. Fuzzy Pants. What do you... I can't give her a snacky right now. She was grounded. Somebody shall be nameless. Hunk? I see you over there pretending not to be seen. I'll pull out the snacky for later. But she actually behaves. She knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. She's not a dumb cat. She's a smart cat. Alright. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. Okay, yeah, when the
I'm in
countdown began,
danger.
I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder. So there's like 4 levels going on down here?
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
Just up on the stage, behind the stage?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, interesting.
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
Wait, what?
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who.
What? Chat. Stay with me here. They're claiming that she's the one who walked out of the box at the end? I call blasphemy. Nope. I don't take... Seems legit to me!
And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
Well, at least you're the same height. I'll give you that. When Lenny walked out too early. Oh, on the stage. Well, she said in the end, though. See? At the end. Spoil the cat. What? But she's grounded.
So that's how it all worked. Wow, every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last.
Yeah, when people were close to the end of the countdown. That's just a weird explanation to me. I can tell a lot of thought was put into this. Yeah, well, I mean, it has to be for the chickaroos.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in,
Oh, well,
jumping
there you go.
into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending.
Oh, well, see, yeah, well, he explained it now anyway. Okay.
And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
So it happened in transit down here.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off.
Well, now that the supposed location of where Lynette was been is doubled down on, supposedly, they're both accounted for? Well, no, he technically is unaccounted for some time during transit as well.
And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime.
They would have to know the magic trick in order to do it.
Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
I say it's an assistant.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course, no need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
Oh, the magic trick. Lenny gave detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work by using a box inside a box. The box inside the box! The idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath, and Lenny himself would also use this tunnel to go to the other side. Meanwhile, having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of an on-stage interactions. Yeah? Okay. The magic box on stage has an additional layer to its rear in which Lynette and Lenny's clothes remained hidden. She would appear at the end of the magic trick and lead people to believe that Lenny had been able to instantly move to the box on the other side. Okay. Audience side, magic box structure. The magic box at the center of the audience stands has 2 layers, and beneath it is an entrance to an underground tunnel. This was how the lucky audience member was meant to have been transported without the audience knowing. Sage! Are you gonna lay down, or am I gonna have to go pick you up? Alright, everyone's wanting their Sagey snacks, you silly goof. You're lucky. Sagey snack? And a Kiki Pants.
Rules are made to be broken!
Okay, you know what? She doesn't need to hear that redeem message ever. Alright? Hi, Poopy. Here you go. Some snackies. Enjoy. My little menace to society. Ah, she's so cute. I would be bored without her. So, sad news. What's sad news? Eh? Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, this is busted in here already. Did they use this like hold the water that they were supposed to pour into the glass one? Glass case? I messed up my twist reward schedule. Lobster bunny. But I hope you don't miss Silver's birthday card. At least log in. You don't need to get the card, you know. Just log in because it's the free tadpole. We also get Cruel here shortly. I think it said the 17th.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right?
Is it?
Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Hmm. Lenny didn't mention the guest having a wardrobe change. Did she do it herself?
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them? Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
That's okay, we're attorneys. The young lady's clothes. The clothes belonged to Halsey, the lady who went missing and were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. Yeah, the vase is very interesting to me.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
One of the tricks?
Oh, Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear?
Maybe?
And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
Why would it?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
Well, I mean, yeah. There are many pieces of a broken flower vase on the side of the tunnel. All the water within has been spilled. Judging from the distance, it seems unlikely that it was knocked over by the trolley meant to transport the magic box. So, to my understanding, The lady clearly got out of the box, changed clothes, and ran off? Is this some type of weird magic trick on her own part? This should be the control device for the trolley. It seems to be able to operate automatically. A ladder is required in order to return to the magic box above. Yeah. Okay, we check that. Huh. What's this hook?
Huh. What's this?
Grappling hook!
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Lenny didn't mention this earlier.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
It's also broken.
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
Drop, hook, rope. Look at the rope. A rope that has fallen to the ground. A metal hook has been tied to one end of this rope. Its use is unclear. We can ask for clarification from Lenny later. After murdering this loser, I'll make myself magically disappear. Look, I don't know. She was always suspicious, alright? And there was no type of screaming or anything. I don't know. I suspect her and an assistant of some sort. All kinds of props and costumes are haphazardly stuffed inside. Okay, well, there wasn't much to that. Now, the question. Could we figure out what she's currently wearing? High precision is required to complete this magic show, and tracks are perfect for making the trolley stay on its designated course. But it didn't. Don't be suspicious. But they are! They're all very suspicious. Oh, hello there, ventilation system.
What is this place?
Well, Paimon, Great Sleuth of the West, it looks like a vent.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Or their entrance.
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
Sippy, alright. If they had to pull them, that is. But if they went one after the other, you wouldn't have to do that.
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
Other than those that go through the magic boxes. And Lenny and Lynette are in the two magic boxes at the end. That's
Oh,
true.
you're right. Let Paimon write that down.
Tunnel vent looks like it could allow one person passage, barely, but living along with a missing lady seems unrealistic prospect. Then we're in cahoots!
Seems we're just about done investigating down here. Yeah.
Trolley is crucial for transporting the magic box to the other side. The culprit must have used this to execute their plan. Okay. Alright. Well. Now I just want a bunch of SpongeBob sound bites. Write that down. Okay, we can do that. Nothing missed.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Maloose returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
I agree. A lot of factors that were not factored. Many mystery.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
Oh, Maloose, welcome back.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement.
Why would that be very low then? Wouldn't that make the odds of them escaping there very high? Well, that's just their own speculation.
The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
They haven't left?
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
Sure.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
Okay, but there's also no body. So...
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Alright, but where's the body?
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
On what grounds? Where's the evidence against him, too? They have nothing to prove that they're innocent. They have nothing to prove that they did it either.
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
So it's Oratrice, too.
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced.
But wouldn't he be biased as he was here on the scene and he would technically be counted as a witness instead? And thus, he could not actually properly be a judge in this case? Could you truly trust him to be fully impartial if he was a witness to it? Right? Because that could be called into question.
The statements from both
As
sides,
was Farina.
the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice.
Both judges were witnesses.
To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
Okay, hopefully the device can tell, though, you know? There is still the actual device itself.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice.
Okay. Yeah.
Not that this has ever happened anyway.
So you say they typically keep generally impartial at all times?
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference.
Okay. So, the great power that be of the device of the Oratrice itself is the true accumulation of justice?
Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials.
Okay.
The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Understood! Basically, the Oratrice is a weird, funky-wonky AI system. Got it.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? I thought Neverlet called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment, which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice.
Ain't no way they made ChatGPT a judge. Well, it kind of works like that. You take a bunch of information, compile it, and then it makes it executive decision upon all the compiled information together. And then it kind of just calculates, it weighs it, right? Like a judge. About which decision to go with. That's kind of how it works.
Yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Can I have snacks at least?
Huh? Why?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
Well, why did everyone else get to leave that? I have a feeling one of the guards is also in on it. I really do, because they said we watched everyone who came in and out. We know that no one came in or out, including the basement. We even, explored over there. But what if one of the guards was in on it and let the people go consistently through each checkpoint?
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Let's go, Silver! He's like, no problem. We got this if it becomes an issue.
Whoa, there's no need for that. Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
That's what I asked already. Paimon, get in line. I'm getting the snacks first.
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options.
What?
I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards,
okay.
nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Now's not the time to be picky. A snack is a snack. I'll take it.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too.
I'll hold you up on that offer, Navia, after this.
I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
I second the motion. I love Fontaine. Oh, this sounds great.
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
I agree with Paimon. I second the motion here. Let's go. Come on, let's leave. Let's go get tea and desserts. Best day ever.
Just kidding. Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
Oh, they said there are snacks. What'd they say? Oh, before, when they said we weren't allowed to leave, I asked if there were snackies. But apparently there are.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Make some? Here?
Huh? Here? But how?
I'm writing for Paimon. Someone save me. I was the real Paimon all along, chat. Oh no. Oh no, what have I become?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Don't you Sunday cross me.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Genius!
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
Genius.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Ooh! We can make a lot with that.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snack soon enough.
Yay! Oh man, this is the best. Oh no, wait. This is not the best. Someone was murdered. I mean, oh dear. Oh, confounded.
These three are quite the interesting group.
Well, so am I, to be fair. I was much more excited by, the tea and the food. And I was, distracted. Must be a Spina di Rosella thing? Navia methodically handles the ingredients and pulls fresh macarons.
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now. Paimon can't stop drooling.
I want to try every single one. Pretty baby macarons!
From the way you have these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process.
And look at the tea! Look at the tea! Why are they the size of hamburgers? These are not the questions we ask. We merely ask, what flavor are they?
But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I want to try it!
I was applauding.
I agree, I'm applauding too.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
That's so wholesome. That's not quite what Paimon meant, but
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks.
wholesome?
Don't underestimate beating egg weights, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack.
Oh, you don't understand, chat. The amount of times I have had cracked macarons is ridiculous. They're like all just crumbly. They're so crumbly. Can I have hers? I want to try hers.
Anyway, give these a try, fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
Paimon, you stay in your lane. These are mine.
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
She already can't think clearly, Navia. That's Paimon's secret this whole time.
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite, strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
Black tea is one of my favorites. Well, thank you.
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
Yeah, I like black tea much more than I like green tea.
All
But
right
green
then.
tea has its place.
Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber.
Indeed. But I am so happy. You don't understand, Chad. This is what I was asking for when we were... Oh. Navia literally said if I can't take you to get tea and desserts, then I will make you tea and desserts.
However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
I agree.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
We're left with 2 other people, the missing girl and the deceased. What if they were in cahoots? I just don't feel like the person that actually died is dead. You know, that's an age-old thing to do to try to get away with a crime. And we know puppets are a thing here in Teyvat. It wouldn't be unusual.
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction.
Yeah, that one part sounds weird.
Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
There's no evidence that this third person even exists. Yes, but there's also no evidence to show that they're guilty or otherwise.
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person.
We need to broaden our horizons of the investigation. Okay, I say we go look at the basement.
But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowl.
Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowl before making her escape?
She had no way of knowing how the magic trick worked. Yeah, she didn't, but somebody did.
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
Yet again, we're relying on the guards for information and taking their word that these people did not leave.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing, though, Navia. They smell great! They're nice and crisp and super sweet!
I want to try!
They are my specialty, after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
Was she stealing mine? She better not have touched mine.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest!
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count.
Oh?
Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
Interesting. No, I actually believe... Is there something that could turn invisible? Is there? Someone. Or it could be a string trick.
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you?
I don't think she has a reason to lie. No. Was it Sage? You know, of all the things for her to steal, it would figure, you know?
If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach!
And she means it too.
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal.
Okay. Am I the only person in this room who's like permanently suspicious of everything? Especially during a murder case? If 2 macarons just randomly disappeared, and Paimon herself isn't even taking credit for it, believe me, she probably would. We got a problem bigger than we thought. Yeah.
Malus, set up the stove again, if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Oh, hi, Yuzu. Well, hello. Daily check-in. We don't need that many. We're good, Navia. We're good.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Okay. Should I ask how much you're carrying? It's probably not. You know, you do you.
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
Navia does a second round of baking over the 2 missing something. However, the discussion that follows does not yield
Well,
much progress.
that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area.
Me too. I want to go to the basement.
I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again.
I also want to re-look at who the guards are.
It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
All right. Thanks for your help and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
All right, thank you. Probability of a 3rd person being involved? Neither Cowl nor Halsey had a motive. But after having talked to Navia, the likelihood of a 3rd person being involved seems very low too. What? Aren't we this big-headed? What do you mean? And how do we know if Kel or Halsey had a motive? We don't know them. We didn't even ask about them. What do you mean?
It's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial.
Let me take over the trial.
Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare.
Let
Take
me
Paimon notes.
take
They should help you review the situation.
No, let me take over. I'm better. I'm just better. What do you mean you don't have your suspicions about everyone that breathes in this room right now? Like, it could be that guard. That guard could be involved. You don't know? Oh, shit. I'm sorry, Farina. There we go. That guard could be involved. They could be involved over there. That one. Could be him. See, look at them all. They're all suspicious. Get the camera out. Excuse me, pardon. Look at them all. So suspicious. Who we should ask is Novelette. I feel like we need to ask his opinion about what he heard. Where's your evidence, huh? Where's the proof? You don't have anything. It could be. You don't know. Wait, what was the time on that? 1800? 8 to 10. Man, I just combined the numbers. All right. Bink. Exhibit A, you stink. I smell lovely. I smell lovely. I smell like fruit. Exhibit B, you smooth brain. Okay, but how would I get away with murder if I'm smooth brain? There would be a lot of evidence left behind, wouldn't it?
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered.
Also, excuse me, pardon me. We didn't even have breakfast yet. Keep going, boys. There we go. Ooh, very nice. Wait, stop cooking. Okay, fine, you can do one more. Better give me something good. Ooh, alright. There we are. See, now we have some nom-noms. There's no more problems if I get stuck in a building. I have a Scuffier. Oh, look at this one. This one's my favorite. I also really like this one. Like, look at that. Oh, delicious. Look at that tasty. Oh, this one's really cool too. Ooh. I need these. Oh, this one's adorable. Thanks. Alright. I think you guys cooked excellently. The trial's happening already? Wait, I'm not prepared. Wait. Guess what we found at the crime scene? Evidence. Nuh-uh. Lies and slander. Also, Exhibit B is very rude. Exhibit B hurts. Exhibit C, it hurts my feelings. Could you? Are we just participating in this trial already? Like, is this it? Okay, sure. Fine.
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing.
Pray to our Lord and Savior. Actually, we like a little lesson in blasphemy because we're not from Tibet. So, I guess just praise the gotcha gods and maybe something happens? I don't know. I do have some thoughts, and they hurt my brain. But let's take things step by step.
Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Lenny with his defense attorney, his Aery. What?
I'm in danger.
I'm a great ace attorney, Aery. Thank you very little.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands.
Navia, are you giving up on the case?
Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
That's true. Where's her evidence? Where's evidence? Otherwise...
Thanks, Navia. Well, we'll be going then.
Best of luck to you.
But this is a big scene that many people will attend, yes?
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
Zippy.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Listen. I tried, but not enough. Listen.
Well, now, don't you all look disappointed? Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence.
Okay, Farina, but where's your proof of their guiltiness?
But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Bring it on! Our battle shall be legendary! Two people unconfident in their accusations. Let's go!
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session.
When did all these people get here?
Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Oh man, that's so unfortunate.
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Lenny clearly reveals the details of the magic trick. Everyone in the audience is stunned.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying.
With what proof?
There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
Man, accusations without proof? Farina.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
What?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
He probably didn't hear from where he was.
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Huh?
He didn't hear it.
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
How could Lenny not know about that sound?
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box and I definitely heard the thud.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
Well, Paimon, it's clearly the aura trees, okay? Look, it's doing stuff.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye. Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid.
Okay, based on what?
Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
What's that to do with anything?
The House of the Hearth?
Oh, they're Fatui? But they're not technically just related to Fatui.
No wonder they did something like this.
Are you serious? Are you guys just gonna judge them based on that? Of course they would. Freaks. And hello, Inferno! Welcome back! Freedom! You're free. Hello.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
Stop gaslighting everyone. Oh, come on.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
Okay, but then why would they take the fall for it, huh? Why would they make themselves seem so guilty if it was them, huh? If it was really the Fatui, you think you'd catch them this way? Huh? You really think you would?
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Mm-hmm. Well, now... now they're being classist.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute.
I'm gonna call it classist. Yeah. Yeah.
Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it.
Okay, but where's your actual evidence? All you're throwing around is dramatics.
The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy.
What infighting? For what?
Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Hey, Linny, why didn't you tell us this before?
Because it's irrelevant. Come on.
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth.
Okay, but what does that have to do with the actual thing? Oh, hello. We read this already. Yeah, about the missing lady's identity. See, it's not full. Oh, did we miss some things? Not yet investigated. Okay, well.
Are these claims true?
There's no doubt about a magician's ability to con others. Given how Lenny has concealed his identity, this could all have been a setup beforehand. Then why would they take the fall this easily? No. Plus, Child's here, Fontaine, along with other house operatives. There must be some scheme at work here. Why are we this? Are we this gullible? Is Traveler this gullible? Please no. I've been a victim of such schemes before. Come on. No shot.
Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
Oh, come off it.
What should we do now?
Granted.
Oh, the client has withheld some key information.
In that case, what is your request?
A brief adjournment.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
Of what? Being a Fatui related? Is that it?
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
You look a little pale.
Order! Order, I say!
Hello.
Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
See, that is the thing about all cases that ever go to big courts, is that it's not just about the relevant information of the crimes that have preceded and happened and what you're actually being, confronted about. It becomes a question of your character and everything else that has ever happened in your life. Just to try to sway opinion.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought.
Yes, especially because you don't have any evidence. Now, do you? What if he did do it, huh? Huh? Where's your evidence? Huh? Yeah, I'm a win.
In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
Yeah, keep thinking that way. Ace Attorney Aery shall win. Now you two better start talking.
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up.
Well, you should have known. It is, a case in a big court.
I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah, sorry.
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two.
Now, you said you were in the box beforehand, and now you're saying you're not in the box? I gotta be real, the Fontaine and Peanut Gallery and General Public are worst. But to be fair to them, the Fatui have done very cruel actions past 2 nations we've been to. Yeah. The thing is, the Fontaine and Peanut Gallery is very similar to how, well, people perceive things in real life. Right? The amount of, conclusions people will jump to out of nothingness or just a rumor. The general populace tend to be that way. Very gullible. It's not unusual for people to jump to conclusions like that. Yeah. So say, like, I dropped a peanut. Oh, here's a good example even. Heck, I could use SpongeBob. SpongeBob had a case of the elephant, Patrick, SpongeBob, a little, elephant, and a peanut. Alright? There was a case where a peanut got, like, thrown into the little case, the little area, and the elephant got, like, sick, choked, and I can't remember if it died or not, and they were trying to figure out who it was, right? And just because Patrick and SpongeBob were, like, throwing around peanuts, they assumed it was them, right? But there was no actual evidence of them doing it. They just saw a peanut shell casing and people with peanuts, because they had, like, a big peanut head on their and everything, right? They were like, whoa, peanuts, woohoo! And so they were just, assumed guilty. And then everyone was talking about it. Even Mr. Krabs was like, well, of course they would. Why would they think, you know, not to do such a thing? But, so without any evidence, they assumed it was them. Just because of someone pointing out, well, they have a bunch of peanuts. They were throwing them around and like, woo, you know, super excited. And they're not very smart, so of course it was probably them. It's not unusual. People inflate things out of nothingness and start pointing fingers. Like early on, in this case, Farina, when she was just speculating and kind of just spoke out loud in a very dramatic, overly hyper, you know, type of way, she goes, I bet they did it. Who else could it be? And all of her little fandom, right, were going, oh, she's right, it's gotta be them. And in her head, she was going, oh, no, I didn't mean that. But I'm gonna double down now because people want it to be that. She goes, oh yeah, this is dramatic, people will love this. This is content, I'm a content creator. So she doubled down. And that's what she's still doing. Even though she doesn't probably genuinely believe it otherwise.
We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys.
But just because of who they're associated with, are they inherently bad guys? Not necessarily.
Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad!
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
That's true, yeah.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead.
I mean, someone is still who they are regardless of their association of where they're from. It's true. It's true. That's why you shouldn't get to know someone first without titles.
The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
Oh, no, that's kind of fair. I understand.
We only just met.
Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point.
I mean, I don't trust anybody in this room, so, you know, I don't even trust Paimon. And I've been traveling with them for a significant amount of long time, you know? I don't even trust myself. Who knows?
You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
I'll take your word for it. I mean, I figured as much.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Well, you both say that, but...
Yes, the other issue is much more concerning to me. I really don't care if you're a Fatsui. I don't care your association. What I care is about that you said you were not actually in that box. That's the problem. You have unaccounted for time, buddy.
Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now.
Oh.
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness.
What?
Why can it deliver sentences accurately?
Excuse me?
During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it.
Were you actually looking into this during the entire performance? Were you nosing around? Lenny! Are you serious? That's gonna get you in even more hot water! And hello, Kiski. Hello. Welcome home!
From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Why are you two investigating the Oratrice?
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's a problem.
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
Then doesn't that mean the people who went... the guards, who said nothing happened in the basement, there was like no movement, nothing, etc., etc. Are they always on guard in the basement? Or did they just go down there at that time?
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
So now we have other factors. Whoever helped construct the vent can also know, yes?
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice.
Okay. Alright. They said no one was hiding and no one left. Yeah. Very interesting then. So I was right to assume there's a possibility the guards let something happen here.
Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room.
Did you hear the water?
That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground.
Oh!
But the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought.
The girl?
After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Yeah. To be fair, We should have gone over our notes with Lenny. I'm just saying. A lawyer, attorney is supposed to work alongside, you know, their defendant. We should have talked to him beforehand, and we didn't. We kind of suck at this job, and Traveler needs to be fired. As I said, hire me, Lenny. Even if you did commit the murder, I'll get you out. They have no actual evidence on it. I got you, buddy. You hear me? They have no real evidence. You're good to go. Get out.
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
Okay, now you sound suspicious. Now this sounds really suspicious. Look, murder's one thing. Continuously investigating how the actual country works and their weird little gadget gizmo thing, and that's probably connected to the Archon herself, it's kind of problematic. It's getting a little too deep in there. Just do surface level things, Lenny. Surface level.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time.
Did you? Huh? Huh? Anything else to add? Sir Lenny? Lynette? Either one of you?
It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either.
Uh-huh.
But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
I see.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
I believe in facts, yeah. I will defend you from these charges. If you, I will do it to the utmost that I can. Anyway.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
Oh, we already have the key evidence we need?
Huh?
The enjoyment's almost over. Let's go back.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
Claims that he headed to the chamber containing the Oratrice core upon entering the tunnel and did not witness the crime taking place, and thus did not hear the thud. The voice. Lenny claims to have heard a mysterious voice within the chamber that houses Oratrice core within the Opera House's underground structures. Okay.